Senator from Tennessee.
Thank you. Last week, most of my friends on the left pretended to be shocked by a new CNN poll that proved what a lot of Tennesseans have known for quite a while. And it is that Joe Biden and his agenda with the Biden administration is truly upside down with the American people. Here's what we found out. 58% of the American people disapprove of the way he's handling his job as president. That alone is really an indictment on what they've been putting forward. But it gets a little bit worse. 62% disapprove of how he has mishandled the economy. 57% think his approach to fighting crime is not working. They believe that because they're seeing it in their streets, in their hometowns. 55% don't like how he's responding to Xi Jinping. 56% are worried about how he's handling Putin. And I'm sure that number in particular will go up before the next poll comes out. These numbers are brutal, but here's the cherry on top. 57% believe Biden's first year in office has been a total failure, and when asked whether or not Joe Biden's government represents the views of people like themselves, 68% of the people polled said no. Joe Biden and his administration do not represent my views. It is pretty simple. The American people are not buying what Joe Biden and this administration are selling. And the people in the White House seem to put their hands up and they just cannot figure this out. They can't understand why the people won't just shut up and do what they are told. Here's the secret. It's because when the people look at Washington, when Tennesseans look at Washington, and they look at who is in charge of our government, and Democrats have control, the House, the Senate, the White House, all they see is an empty suit with an agenda. There's no vision, but there's agenda. They've got the to-do list. They've got the list of boxes they need to check off. We've killed the Keystone Pipeline. We've put mandates in place. We've got people in masks. We've got people in lockdowns. They're going to lose their job if they don't go get a jab. They've got an agenda. For all of his bluster about fundamentally transforming our way of life, all Joe Biden has managed to do is to alienate his fellow countrymen. Now his allies are trying to turn the tide by revamping their talking points. But here's the problem. It won't work because this administration, the Biden administration, does not have a messaging problem. Their problem is their agenda that they have that is lackluster with no vision. But the American people are paying attention to this. And you know what they're seeing? I have to tell you, Madam President, it really frightens them. It frightens them. Doesn't matter if I go to one of the grandkids' ball games, go to church, go to the grocery store, run some errands. I am hearing from people what they see happening. The cram down, the control, it frightens them. And there's no distracting them from the fact that the president is weaponizing this liberal wish list against what they have as the vision for their future, for their children, for their family. For the past year, Tennesseans have watched Biden dodge and weave and ignore what the people are telling him. The people are telling him. Democrats in Washington have treated their political rivals like enemies and accused them of racism and treachery, for the crime of drawing a line in the sand and saying no. It's amazing. I wish some of my colleagues did want to stand up for freedom. The people deserve better than that. And I'll tell you what, they know it. No talking point is going to convince them to tolerate the intolerable from their government. And yes, inflation, mandates, lockdowns, the open border, crime in the street, the debacle of Afghanistan, problems with Russia, the situation with Russia, Ukraine, China, Iran. The list grows every single day. Every single day. It is the wrong agenda. As I said, it lacks vision. At the beginning of these remarks, I said that the liberals pretended to be shocked by Biden's terrible poll numbers, and I stand by that statement because the truth is, the White House, my Democratic colleagues, and their allies in the media know that they are kind of circling the drain when it comes to what they are pushing forward on the people. But for some reason, they think that just one more power grab is going to do the trick. It'll be the magic bullet. Madam President, that's certainly a tactic, but it also will fail because the people know that it is the people of this country that have built this country. And it is built on a foundation that treasures faith, family, freedom, hope, and opportunity. And if you've got an agenda and a checklist and a to-do list, but you have no vision for a better future, the American people will not buy what you are selling. I yield the floor.